there, welcome back to Jen's Little Place. I'm back with this week's scripture. Actually, it was last week's scripture, and it's John 14:6. And this is the scripture that's actually on the front of my Bible cover. I've had it for years. One of my best friends from high school got me this. And it is, I am the way, the truth, and the life. And then it goes on to say, no one comes to the Father except through me. And I just think this is beautiful. I'm not talented enough to do something like this, but I kind of played off of this color just because I thought it was beautiful. So this is a Thomas Kinkade picture on the front of this, and it's made by Bible Gear, and like I said, it's really quite old. And I have cut a piece of light blue cardstock and washi taped it to some wax paper, and then washi taped a stencil over it because I don't want any of it to move. And I'm going to spray some Tattered Angels Glimmer Mist onto this paper over the stencil. I have no idea how this is going to work, but I'm going to give it a try. This is a Fully Purple, and the other one is Autumn Nights. It's a blue, shimmery. So we're going to give that a try and see how it looks. I love purple, as you all know. It's my favorite. So we're going to also see how this blue looks over the top of it. If I can get it to spray. I've had these sprays forever, and it may not even work. I don't know, but I'm going to give it a try if I can. Well, there we go. This art journaling, I think I've mentioned before, has really allowed me to try some things. Now, it's going to have some shimmer mist over the top and bottom of the paper also, and I'm okay with that. And I mean, if I'm not, look at that, I got it all over my hand. If I'm not okay with it, then I will just cut that part of the paper off. Now I'm going to pull this off of the wax paper, and then I'm going to pull the stencil off. Ooh, that's so pretty. If I can get it off of there without really making a mess of it, I'm going to try. Wow, that is really, really pretty. I think I'm going to have to cut the top and the bottom off of that paper though. But, I mean, past that, I mean, because it's showing where the tape was, and that looks kind of silly. But the actual stencil part did great. I'm loving that. It looks fantastic. I'm going to take a baby wipe and clean off the stencil. I bought it at Tuesday Morning for like 99 cents. It was super cheap. So I was happy with that. I think it's a folk art. Yeah, folk art painting stencil. But it worked well for this. And I think I'm going to have to just adhere that one part down to my page. I'll just cut the top and the bottom off because I don't care for the way that ended up looking just because of where the washi tape was. If it wasn't for that, it would have been fine. I didn't really think that part through. I'm good at that. Sometimes I get an idea and I don't quite think it through. But I do think that the glimmer mist looks lovely on the page. So I'm going to hit that with my heat tool just because I don't want to wait for it to dry. And I'm going to try to just do this video all at once. So I'm going to hit that with the heat tool. I hope you all are having a blessed week. And this scripture is important because we are supposed to know that, you know, you can't get to the Father except through Jesus. That's the only way. And my paper is crinkling up on me a little bit. Kind of over the back side of it. But like I said, I've carried that scripture around with me for many years with that Bible cover. So I was excited to see that that was, you know, one of the scriptures we would be using for our art journal here. Okay, now what I'm going to do is cut the top and bottom off. This page is going to end up being fairly simple, but beautiful nonetheless, I think. Let's see, yeah, we'll do that. And then also the bottom, we'll cut that off too. And like I said, that would have looked nice except for the, you know, I actually cut a little too much off of that other side. I'm going to make it even on this side, just because it looks silly if I don't. Okay, there, that's better. Now, I am thinking that I will possibly round the corners of this with my corner rounder. And do that quickly. I think I've used this on my page before and told you all that it was, well, I said I was going to. I can't really find, oh, there it is. I'm going to use that. It's just like a really old tool I've had for years and years and years. And I'm going to do that. And then I think to write the scripture, I am going to use, I think I'm going to use my Bic marker, because it needs to be something that's going to show up nicely. And I think I'm going to, actually, that's not going to work. What I think I'm going to do is cut a little bit of this blue paper and write it on that, because I don't think there's any way it's going to show up well enough, even with the marker. I don't think. So I think this is what I'm going to do. And I'm going to use, what am I going to use? My daughter keeps running off with all of my stuff. And I think it's here and then it's not. I think I'm going to go ahead and use the Bic marker just because I can't find the pen I was going to use. Okay, so the scripture is, I am the way, the truth, and the life. John 14:6. And then I'm going to adhere that to the art journal image, the page. Actually, I think I will wait and put that in the actual book. I think that would look better. Right here is where we are, and I think I will do this. So all I have left to do is I'm going to just adhere that down to the actual page, and I'm going to do that with ATG. I'm sorry if you keep hearing my chair roll around. I'm standing up and sitting down, and back and forth because I'm trying to make sure in my camera that you all can see. And that it's still recording and whatnot. So I'm going to put that there. And then I'm going to put this right below it. This was not exactly my plan for this page, but it worked out anyway. I think it's still quite pretty. And even though it has my junky handwriting on it, the words are just as important as they would be in beautiful calligraphy. So this was week 23. I hope you all enjoyed this. And thank you for your prayers. I'm feeling much better. And you all have a blessed week, and I'll see you next time. Bye.